Well, off on the side of the road because I went to grab front brake and my brake caliper came off. And I knew what it felt like when there was no brake, because this has happened before, but I was within a mile from home or less, and now I am far from home. So the question is, can I zip tie this? Because the bolts are gone. Yeah. I think it melts right in there. It's already called Pedro. I know he's on a ride somewhere else, so I can ride it with rear brake. I just need to put this somewhere and just ride it with rear brake. Might be able to zip tie it. I don't know. I don't want it to interfere with my clutch. So I'll wait to see if Pedro responds to my text and limp it home. Hopefully.
20 minutes later.
Alright. So Pedro said it was okay to basically tie it off. My zip ties that I have aren't long enough, so I used some bungee cord and holding it to the crash bar. I made sure that I had clearance left and right to turn the wheel, so I should be good there. And now I got rear brake. Let's give it a shot. How am I gonna do this? So I got to go 93 miles on rear brake only. Definitely rural roads for a majority of it, 2-lane. So I'm going to go at or under the speed limit and cover my rear brake. Give myself plenty of time to stop, I hope, and hope for the best. That's all I can do. I really got to tell Pedro that we need to find some other solution for this front brake. I mean, putting the Brembo on was cool, but if we can't lock it down, then it's of no use to me. And of course he's going to say, hey, it's an old bike, it rattles, it's Evo, that's what's going to happen. And that's true. Maybe I'm not cut out for old bikes then. I'm expecting to ride it like it's a regular bike, nothing special. I mean, yeah, it's 27 years old, but put a lot of new parts on this and I'm expecting them to stay. So I don't think it's a Evo thing. It's just, I think we're not doing something right in how we're attaching this. There's got to be some type of bolt that has a retainer clip in the back or something that will lock this baby in. If you guys are out there, you know your way around bikes, you know, what's a way to keep a bolt in? Loctite's not working. Isn't there a bolt that's got a hole at the end that you can stick in a retainer clip and so it doesn't slide out? That's got to be a thing. Oh, no. Siri was talking to me and she said take a sharp right turn, then another right turn. I'm trying to keep going straight until I pick up on a highway that I'm familiar with. And it said 9 miles ahead, took a left onto 316, which I believe I'm familiar with. And then it'll get me where I want to go without taking sharp turns. It's probably not a big deal. I just don't want to be in traffic learning how to ride with a rear brake. I've already closed front brake twice. I mean, I consciously know I don't have a front brake, but I'm reaching for it anyways. Was tricky.
hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
What's going on? Everything and anything.
Been in a roller coaster with these motorcycles.
Nothing but excitement here on the Kenny Quest show.
That is true. It's excitement. You can put it that way.
Yep.
You don't even deserve the big trailer.
No, but this is an awesome single bike trailer.
It's Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson.
Look at the wheels. They match the Fat Boy wheels.
They sure do. Yeah, from the Twin Cam 103 era.
Yep.
But it's not a Harley branded trailer, right?
It's a Harley brand trailer. You go over here, you'll see. It's built for Harley.
Gotcha. Genuine Harley Davidson.
And then it has like the information. It was some naval yard that made it here in Florida.
Cool.
I mean, it has Harley logos all over. Look at the cap.
Oh yeah.
It's just dirty.
That's freaking awesome.
Folding trailer. You're gonna need it when you go to the Dragon. You can use your little Honda to tow with it. Put a hitch on that thing. It'll tow. All right. So what happened here? You lost the bolts, or the bolts lost you?
Oh yeah. The bolts. I don't know where they were. They're somewhere on Highway 19.
No. What the hell? I put like Loctite on this thing, and it's still nowhere to be found.
No.
Treads over here are good.
So is there like a bolt I can go in with a retainer clip?
I'll look it up.
Because that would be probably a solution, right?
You got something going on here.
Yeah.
Got a fork seal that blew up. Like coated your whole road. Look.
That would make sense because it is handling different.
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's been loose for the last
this is
45 days. Okay. Well, we replaced those last year and a half ago.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. Because we did all new shocks.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's already blown out.
We put in some progressives.
Did I replace the?
I don't know.
I think I just dropped the progressives in, right? It was just the springs.
Yeah.
So we just did the springs. We did not do the fork seals because they were good. I looked at them and they were good.
Okay.
It's always this side that leaks. It's always the kicks inside that starts.
All right.
So I guess you need some fork rebuild.
Yeah, and also I think the horn's not working since last service.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This thing is.
The cover came off of it.
It's half of the issue there.
That's just
won't
one.
last long, especially.
Yeah, they sell those on JP Cycle's site. They're like $30.
Yeah, it should work. It's not doing anything. It's just broken.
Zip tie.
Yeah, zip tie.
But I think the cover that was on it kind of held it in place.
The top plate piece, yeah.
There was a piece that just covered this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, if you can fix the fork seal, the horn, and the brake, and then in a 5,000 mile service.
You want to do just full, like all the fluids, I think.
Yeah, and you got to do the brakes. I mean, in Florida, they say the brakes are every 2 years, and it's been almost 3.
Oh. Let the bike do the work for us. When are you going to catch a break with this bike?
I don't know.
Old Devo.
The engine's fine. It's everything else. Someone said, hey, get the Brembo brakes.
I mean, they work great
When they work.
when they're not pulling up on the highway.
3 days later.
There she is. Potato, potato, potato. Horn works. Awesome.
Everything works.
The horn works.
Yeah. Look at the size of the zip tie I put in there. I ain't going nowhere. It's the biggest zip tie I have. This phone mounts, dude, it's bad, man.
Yeah, it's loose.
Piece of shit. They sold that at Harley.
Yeah, I got this at Cycle Gear. I got one for that one. This one has always been loose. I just have to replace it.
It's this bike vibrates everything loose. Look at the bolt I put on that caliper. I went all out, man.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not playing any more games with that.
So we red Loctite.
No Loctite on those. You know why? I put washers and also put the what do you call those lock washers too.
Okay. The ones that have like a textured tooth on the back of it?
No, it's just like these. Remember, these are the ones that kept falling out. And since
Correct.
I put the washer with the lock nut washer.
Yeah, there was nothing here before, right?
Yeah, and I got these stainless steel because this is stainless steel. I was gonna buy them all the same, and it's like, it doesn't even match. So we can differentiate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's working good. It was full of like fork oil.
Okay.
It dripped all over. I had to clean everything up. Your pads, they're not that bad, so you'll buy some new ones next oil change. Just buy some new brake pads. But it's braking good. It's working good. Your fork, sit on the bike and see how much it doesn't have as much dive. I can tell you that. Yeah. Handles really good on the turns. Your rear brake is tighter now because it was really dirty. You're right, it needed to be. The front one was okay. The rear one was a bit dirty.
Okay.
So I'll check that one later again if needed.
So you, flushed this out?
Yeah. Popped this open. Went down there, opened it up.
Right.
Flushed everything once. And filled it up with fresh .5. Did the same with the rear.
Okay. So we got new fluids front and rear.
Yes.
For the brakes. Nice. Oil
Then
change.
I cleaned up your whole bike. I changed your motor oil filter, transmission, and primary.
Sweet.
So primary looked brand new. Transmission looked brand new, but I still swapped it because it's older bike. We got to keep track of that.
Yeah.
Primary was super dirty, but I guess it's because your clutch pack is doing that thing, and the fibers are contaminating the primary. But it's working. It's not slipping yet, so I don't know. It only did it once on me, and was when I did like
that noise?
A hard takeoff. When I do a hard takeoff,
yes.
That's when it does it. And
correct.
It doesn't do it any other.
Right. If I ride it like my Sportster, it does it.
Yes. The Sports is different.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
Other than that, it's just your motor oil was very black, so we changed it at 3,000.
5.
We're gonna start doing at 3 because it was too dark.
Well, we're
just the oil change.
We're over 5 by 1,200 miles. So.
Oh.
Right.
That's why it was so black.
800 miles.
That's a lot. Yeah. This kind of oil, 3,000. It's so cheap, this oil, like that. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna teach you how to change your own oil.
Yes, sir.
You'll save so much money. You'll be impressed because the motor oil is super easy. It's just an oil filter, the drain plug.
Well, no, the filter's right here.
Yeah, I marked the filter. I put 24 in there.
I just need to get that filter wrench, right?
Yeah, maybe you'll get one for Christmas.
Hey, awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Made to your exact specifications, First Manufacturing Company's custom riding vest lets you completely customize a riding vest to your needs and personality. High quality textiles and leathers with durable snaps, zippers, and compartments give you the convenience and room to ride in comfort and style. Get yours today at firstmfg.com/KennyQuestShow. Use my discount code KennyQuestShow for 25% at checkout.
Alright, back on the road. So all the maintenance is done, up to date, kinda. I thought brake pads came with brake service, but he said the brake pads were okay. Next time we'll get those. Alright, I gotta start doing some of this stuff myself. Even Pedro said that. He says, I'm gonna get myself a new oil filter wrench, and I'm gonna give you my old one. We gotta start at least changing the oil. It's not Pedro's trying to lose business, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to groom a self-sufficient motorcycle owner. You know, yeah, he can do service. He's kind of overqualified for changing oils and fluids and stuff, but I usually have him do it every 5,000 miles, and then I try to make something else happen for when I have the bike in the shop. In this case, it was kind of forced. The brake calipers came off, but hopefully with the reinforced installation that he did, it'll stick around. Fork seal leak is taken care of, so we're not dripping oil all over the place. So I got, you know, a favorable rate from Pedro to do all the work. Did a 3-hole change with the fluids. So you got primary, oil, transmission, and then he put in new brake fluid, bled the front and rear brakes. Zip tied my horn so it works. Hey, put the brake caliper back on. Picked up my bike from my house and dropped it back off. And he said it's about $100 parts, $300 labor, so $400 total for this round of maintenance. So I called up Harley and I said, hey, you know, how much does it cost to change out your primary and your oil change, transmission, 3-hole, and then how much to, you know, change out the brake fluid, bleed the brakes, and then an additional hour of labor for the caliper and horn zip tie. I'm sure they wouldn't zip tie it, but he asked if that's okay, and I said yeah. I didn't want to spend $89 at this point on a horn replacement. So I asked Harley, you know, what's your labor rate? And this is what they told me.
Thanks for holding Harley service. How can I help you?
Hi, I saw your coupon online for basic interval service, and it was for $2.99. Would that be good for a 1996 Softail Heritage Special?
Sorry, we only work on models from 2006 to current.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
So when you own an older bike, you're going to have some options to go to the independents. And of course, in some dealers, they won't touch your bike at all because their current group of technicians that they haven't been trained on Evos. And I'm hearing that sometimes they get turned away if they got, you know, twin cams, or they have to wait for a certain technicians to be available. So it's not as convenient as a Milwaukee 8 customer. But when I'm calling in the question now, it got me thinking that, okay, I had service done 6 months ago. I did travel 5,400 miles in that time on this bike, so it was due for it. And last time I paid for that, plus he did a headlamp for me and something else, and it was around $300. So within 6 months, I've spent $700 in maintenance on my motorcycle. And then if I throw in during the summer, we had an oil change, and that ended up being like $150. So we'll just call it $850 for a year of maintenance and small repair for a 27-year-old bike. So it's $800 in a year for your Heritage, for your Street Glide, Road Glide, your Evo, your twin cam. Is that what you're spending? Or am I spending a little bit more? And it sounds like if I did between 5,000 and 8,000 miles a year on a Milwaukee 8 bike, you know, I would have a 5,000 mile service for sure. If it was a brand new bike, I'd have a 1,000 mile service. But let's just say my Milwaukee 8's 2 years old, and I already had my 1,000 mile service in the first year. Now I'm in second year. I have 5,000 miles service, and then I rode it another 3,000. I probably wouldn't have any other maintenance, just the scheduled maintenance. So maybe it's just the way I'm hitting it and the amount of usage, the increased usage on this bike over my Sportster, that makes me raise a flag going, hey, I spent $800 in maintenance on the motorcycle. That seems like a lot. So that kind of got me to ask the question, is an older bike cost more to maintain than a newer bike? Now the price on a newer bike obviously is a lot more, but price is not what you pay for the ownership. That's just what you pay up front as a number, but cost, that's your true ownership price. That's your price of your bike plus the cost of maintenance and repair. In the long run, what's going to be cheaper? And the reason why I like to know this answer, so many guys out there have, owned multiple bikes over 20, 30, 40 years. So many guys longer. And in the comments, I'm learning from you guys. And you're advising me, and I see a lot of people in the comments that some of you guys have never bought a twin cam. You just own several Evos, never left Evo. And other you guys have something from the twin cam era, something from the Evo era, and you recently bought a Milwaukee 8. Sometimes you just trade them in, every time there's a new engine. So I'm curious as what you guys do, what you guys are paying, what you expect to pay for your maintenance. I really hope that I can do all of my own maintenance. So I'm trying to move in that direction. And even Pedro said that I could use the shop every once in a while for an oil change or whatever, as long as I'm self-sufficient. So I want to get there. But right now I'm just looking at the cost of maintenance, and I'm thinking, this year's $800, with some repairs in there, minor repairs. That seems like a lot. So I'm looking for people out there that own older twin cams, 96s, 88s, and Evos that ride, 5 to 10,000 miles a year. All right, so that's going to do it for this one. Put your comments down below. I'd love to read what you have to say about this. I'm learning through you guys. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully you're enjoying the vlogs and entertainment that I provide for you. And if you do, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you like this video, I know you're going to like this one right here in the corner. So go ahead and click on it, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Deuces.